Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us today at Snow Globe Rescue. I'm Tony, and as usual with me is Allie.
Hello.
If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining us today. And if you like this content, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. Today, we have a subscriber request. This is requested by 3 subscribers. This one goes out to Pawan Ikanayaka, Lance, and Dark and Charlie XO, who saw this globe in episode 105. So what we have here is the name of this globe is this is Disney Winnie the Pooh Mr. Christmas. Not sure why it's called Mr. Christmas, but so we have this. It's a pretty good sized globe, and inside we have Winnie the Pooh and his friends on a sled going down a hill.
Maybe it's his version of Santa and his reindeer.
Maybe
because of the toys.
That's possible. Yeah, that's his. I didn't think about that. So we've got the guys there on the sled going down the hill, and then as you can see on the base, we have Eeyore over here, and he's on the outside there looking in. And this globe plugs in. We have a power supply that we bought to plug this in. It plays music, and it's supposed to circulate the snow, which is not working. So hopefully we can open this up and find out what's going on there. And then of course there's this owl right here. This owl is not supposed to be bent that way. So the owl is actually, these guys are going down the hill, and we assume they're heading for the North Pole. And then the owl, who we're under the impression this is the wise owl that they go to for guidance. He's sitting on a sign here that says North Pole, back in the other direction. He's got his wing pointing back in that direction as well. And we looked this up online, and I knew as soon as I saw it, I said, this doesn't look right. I don't think it should be that way. But we looked it up online, and sure enough, this is supposed to be straight up. So the owl is like just, outside the globe looking inside. Not sure how this happened. One of our subscribers, which by the way, Dark and Charlie XO, thanks for letting us know. She believes this is made out of resin, which makes sense. And we looked up, and resin can be bent with heat. So the suspicion is that this was in someplace hot, maybe an attic, a shed or something, and there was something heavy on the owl
probably.
And between the heat and the weight, it just bent it. So we're going to try and straighten that out and get that water changed, and see if we can get that snow circulator to work. We already tested out earlier when we did the new snow globe video, and the music does work, so that part does work. So we'll see what we can do to get this thing back in shape. So join us.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to try before we fix the rest of it is we're going to try and get this owl straightened out and see if we can do that before we do anything else. So we have an idea here. We're going to try to use these rubber bands to put some gentle pressure on this owl here. And I'm going to put this around the globe here. Let's see if that stays on there. So is that going to stay?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. For the most part, I think, yeah.
Good. All right.
Okay.
All right, so Allie, go ahead and heat that. Start with the low heat. And let's heat that up and see if that bends. Oh, look. Huh. All right. So just a little bit of heat is all it took to bring it. So now that it's forward, let's take these rubber bands off and see what we got. Okay.
It still needs, I think it needs to cool because it's still pliable.
This is really soft now.
Do you want to leave the rubber band on it?
You know what? No, because I think if we put the rubber band on there, it's going to pull the owl up against the globe, and we don't want it up against the globe.
Yeah.
So here's what, you know what we can do? We'll put something in between the owl and the globe, put the rubber bands on to hold it in place, and then let it cool and see if it stays. All right, so what we did, since this is still soft, we folded up a napkin to make a space between the owl and the globe, and then we put the rubber bands on here to hold them up against the napkin. We're gonna let that sit and cool, and hopefully it stays. All right, so while that owl is cooling and we're letting that cool, we're gonna go ahead and see about getting this apart. So This is not like a regular snow globe. It doesn't have a stopper or I'm sorry, it doesn't have a cover on the bottom of the base here. But I see that there's 3 screws holding on. So we're gonna take those 3 screws out first and see what happens.
I have a nice long screwdriver.
Right here, got one. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, so I see here's the circuit board that plays all the music and does everything. Oh, and they were nice enough to give us a.
That's nice.
Well, okay. Well,
No?
they gave us one connector.
Spoke too soon.
We have one connector right there. However, this wire
Nice.
is still connected. So they didn't give us a connector on that other one. So did that fall off?
Yeah.
Let's see how it's doing.
Okay.
Let's check and see. Hey, look.
So did it?
Perfect.
Okay, that'll work.
Yes, it cooled and it's
Nice and-
okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just be careful with it.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
all right.
So maybe we'll be able to pull.
This is
What
interesting.
is that in there?
That doesn't look like a regular stopper.
No.
Now there's a motor here. Obviously, that's for running the. I'd say that's for running the snow, which may or may not be working. So at this point, it looks like we've got 4 screws holding this motor in. So let's go ahead and remove those 4 screws and remove that motor and see if we can get to that opening of the globe here. Okay, so turns out this is a belt-driven assembly here.
Nice and
Yeah, got some corrosion there on the motor. We'll see if this motor works. If this motor doesn't work, finding a new one is going to be tough. But we got a number here. Maybe we can. So let's see. Got the belt. So the trick now is going to be how to get this part out of there. That's going to be the trick here. All right. So this doesn't seem to move at all.
no, you're right.
So what I'm going to try here is let me see this outer piece right here is connected with 4 screws, but it's also hot glued in. They've got this screwed in and hot glued in.
Yeah,
This is going to be okay.
Taking this apart.
All right. Well, let's see. Let me take this off so I can see what's going on in here, and then we can have a better idea of what this is. All right. This is moving. Oh.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, it did
There
come
we
out. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
Well, that whole thing came out.
All right. Well, here's what we need to do then.
Oh, here's the stopper.
Oh, that is a huge.
That's a huge stopper.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut these wires to get them out of the way, and I'll just resolder those wires later when we put this back together. So let me go ahead and cut those wires off.
Do you want me to get a thing for the tool for the
Screws, yeah.
so
So
they
we're
don't
gonna.
get lost somewhere?
Right. Okay. So there. Okay. Wires are cut. We'll move this over. Okay. This came out. Okay. I see. So this can stay hot glued in there. The globe actually attaches to this piece over here. Okay. So this is interesting. All right. So this is a huge stopper.
Yeah, it is.
With this piece in the middle there. Okay.
Imagine trying to replace that thing.
Nope. I've never seen a stopper this big before.
I mean, we have, well,
Maybe.
maybe that nativity one.
Maybe.
We haven't worked on it yet.
Possibly.
but-
Yeah.
It's got a pretty big base to it. I
Mhm.
bet when we get into that one, it's going to look kind of funky.
Maybe. Okay. So this is a huge stopper.
Yeah, it
okay. So
is.
let's go ahead and get that out of there.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
There they are. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and recover that snow and put some new water in there. We're going to put this here for now. All right, and there's the figurine. Now I'm turning the wheel down here, and I see the impeller turning. So the impeller is not seized up. It's
Not
seems to be
blocked.
turning. Yeah, so it should work as long as the motor's working. That's the only problem. So we're gonna go ahead and clean off this figurine and rinse out that globe and get that snow out of there and we'll be right back. Okay, we cleaned off the figurine. It's all clean. We cleaned out the globe, nice and clean. And the snow, we were not able to recover the snow.
It's too dirty.
Yeah, the snow was really dirty, and it had these large clumps of goo,
Slime.
and a lot of the snow was holding together with the slime. And so we have some new snow here, and we're just going to go ahead and put some new snow in there. Okay, so the first step here, we're going to put some water in this globe. Could you hold that, please?
I think I can.
Okay. And we're going to fill up this. We are not going to put any glue in this water because the impeller in there to move the snow around will probably have an easier time without the water being so thick. So we're going to go ahead and just leave it like. Now we're going to go ahead and use this snow that we have here. I think this is snow that we bought online. Sometimes we have snow that we've recovered from other globes that were like beyond repair, and and sometimes we have some snow that we bought online. So we're going to put this new snow in here. There we go. And
It's a good amount of snow.
it's not bad, yeah. We get it all out of there. We pour some back into the thing here. All right. Think we got it all?
It's a
Okay.
good sized globe.
It's not bad, yeah. Okay, so now we have to position this figurine so that they're facing in between these two screw holes, because that's how it attaches inside the base here, and they'll be facing forward. So we're going to go ahead and just lower them down into there. Yep, it's a little bit of water came out.
That was cold, and it went right up my arm sleeve.
Whoops. All right.
I just wasn't expecting it to go that far.
Yeah, there's a little more water in there than I planned to, but yeah, we'll be fine. Here, let's see. Who knows?
The nice thing is normally when the water goes over, it's like sticky, gluey water.
Yes.
At least this water is nice and clean.
Nice and plain water, yes.
Plain water.
Plain water. Let's see, maybe we can do this without an air bubble. Let's see. Nope. All right. So we're going to let this settle down since the figurine was completely out of the globe.
Yeah.
And any snow, or excuse me, oh no.
What?
Something
is that?
Something
No!
came loose. Oh, we got to get this back out. Okay. We're going to take this back out because it looks like, although we cleaned.
I scrubbed that. Where did that come from?
I don't know. Although we cleaned it up, something came out of nowhere. And so now we got to get, yeah, see right there?
Sucker.
Okay. So we're going to open this up. Whatever that is that's in there that came loose from the figurine, we're going to go ahead and pull that out of there and then put this back together, and then we'll take care of the air bubble. Yeah, we had to, as you saw, we had to take this figurine back out because there was some slime, some ribbons of slime hiding.
Never-ending slime.
Yeah, hiding underneath the inside the impeller assembly there. But we got it back together and got everything lined up.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
When we tell you how much slime came out.
Yeah, it was. I guess it came loose after we put it back in the globe, but we got it all out of there. So.
Remember that store, baby?
Yep. What store?
The Oh My God, the God store.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, the Oh My God store is sold medical supplies.
Okay, so we're gonna get this air bubble out of here, and we're gonna do it underwater. I'm gonna take this. If you can hold that there, I'm gonna take this screwdriver and get it in there just past the stopper, and so put this under the water. Then we're gonna open that stopper up and let that bubble out. Let's see, did we get it? No bubble, right?
No bubble.
No bubble, so let me get that screwdriver out of there. Get that stopper back in place, and no bubble. Good.
All right.
Okay.
All right. No bubble,
So,
no slime.
Now on to the next step.
Okay. No bubble, no slime.
All right, we got this all dried up, and this particular snow globe will not have any hot glue because of the way it goes together. So here's the stopper right here in the globe. No air bubble, but this ring right here. If we were to put hot glue on here, we probably wouldn't be able to put this ring on here, but we're going to go ahead and just get that back on there. And that looks like it retains
Interesting.
it looks like it retains the stopper and kind of maybe holds it in place to keep the water from leaking out, maybe kind of put some pressure on it. So, all right, that ring is, here is the motor. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach the motor to the bottom here. Now, like as I said, this is a belt driven circulation system. Allie, can you grab that power cord over there? Mm-hmm. I'm just going to show you really quickly here. I'm going to plug the motor in. And then, Allie, if you can plug the power supply into the back of the thing there. Okay, hold it up.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. All right, so if we turn it on, you might see, hopefully, that. See? The motor is turning.
Sounds a bit sketchy.
It sounds a little squeaky, but that motor's turning, so the motor works. The problem that we might have is with the belt. I put the belt in some hot water to maybe kind of like make it a little more elastic, but it looks like it's been sitting there for a long time and it's kind of a little stiff. So we're going to see if this belt is going to be what keeps it from working or makes it work. So we'll see. All right, so we can unplug that. Okay, so the next step now is to reattach this motor. And we have to do it in a way. Let's see. So I'm going to put the belt. On the motor. Then we're gonna, let me see. This goes this way, I believe. Yeah. So we're gonna put the belt on the motor, and then we got to get this belt around the wheel of the. This is gonna be the tricky part here. Is getting this belt on there. Okay, hold it like that.
I'll hold it any way I want to hold it.
You're gonna hold it like that, please. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, hold on. I think I know how to do this here. Okay, here we go.
Well, I hope one of us does.
One of us has to figure this out. Right, there we go. I think I got it. All right, I got it. Okay, so I got the belt on there. The belt is on the. Oh, I got these wires under here. Hold on a second.
Oh no.
Here we go. Okay, there we go. There's those wires. Okay, so this is in place. Okay, I'm turning it. The belt and the wheel are both turning, so hopefully maybe that'll work. All right, so we're gonna screw this motor back in.
A lot of hardware.
Yes, a lot of hardware. Let's do a quick test. Okay, so let's plug this in. Let me get this plugged in first. Okay, it goes like this. Okay, go ahead and plug that in. And turn it on. Is it working?
I think so.
Hey,
yeah.
it is working.
It is working.
It is working. Look at that.
Do we even need the belt?
The belt is the most important part. That's what runs the whole thing.
Did you put the belt on?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even notice you did that.
Yeah, no, I put the belt on. Okay.
Sorry.
So let's go ahead and turn it off.
I just didn't see you do it. So I was like, wait a minute. If it's running without it, do we even need it?
No, the belt's on there.
Okay, I didn't see you do it.
Okay, so that's good news. All right, so.
That's how oblivious I was to that. I must have zoned out when you did that. Didn't even see you do it. Like, wow.
All right, so the next step now is to get this onto the base. So let's get the base over here.
Got it?
Got it. All right. And
Clearly, I cannot be trusted. I am off in La La Land today.
all right, so
I am the queen of La La Land.
there we go.
Okay, got it?
It's in the, okay, there we go.
It looks so good.
Now we have to turn it over. And I got to screw this back in now. All right, so let me find this where the screw holes are. The next step now, and I discovered these two wires that we cut earlier go to this lamp right here. So I'm going to go ahead and reattach those wires. Let me go get my soldering iron, and I'll go ahead and get that done. Okay, so we got this all back together, and I stripped the wires for that lamp post that's in there. And then I'm going to take the red wires and I'm going to twist them together.
Hurry, McGruber.
Mm-hmm. We only got so many seconds before it blows. Right. No, I'm going to strip some more insulation off of it. All right, there. Now I have some wire to work with. So I'll go ahead and twist these two red wires together. Two red wires are twisted together. Now the two black wires. Okay, now that the wires are twisted together, I'm going to get the solder here. And we're going to put a little bit of solder on there to make sure there's a good electrical connection and they don't come apart on us. Okay, there's one. And there's two. All right. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of electrical tape on both connections so that they don't short out on each other. Okay, we have the wires back together. Now we're going to connect the motor connector back on. I don't know why they didn't give us a connector for this one. They were nice enough to give us a connector here, but not on the other side.
How weird, right?
I know. All right, so
I'm not surprised at what Disney does anymore, honestly. Some of their globes that they put together are insanely designed, overly complicated, and difficult to take apart.
Sometimes.
And some
are not.
Are not.
Yep. Okay, so here we go. We're going to get this back together now. Right there. Okay. There's already one screw in there. Let's see if I can get that in there.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. Let's plug it in and see what happens. Okay, turn it on. Hey, the light came on.
Look
And the
at
snow
that.
is circulating.
Yay.
All right.
Yay!
It works. All right.
It looks great.
Let's put it up on the stand and take a look at
Okay.
it. All right. There it is. All finished up. Looks
I love
great.
it. I love it. I love it.
So, yeah, we had to take this thing apart. It was all held together by screws.
Yeah, so weird.
Yeah, a bunch of screws. We had to cut a couple of wires to get the cover apart from the globe so that we could work on it independently.
First globe with no glue at all.
Yeah, no glue in the water and no hot glue holding it together. It's just the way that it's assembled. It's not supposed to be hot glued shut. It's got that cover on it. So
I don't think we have anything that doesn't involve glue
Right.
at some point.
Exactly.
Even if it's to hold the bottom cover,
Right.
this doesn't even need it for that.
None of it, right? So we've got the water, fresh water in there. We had to get rid of the old snow. The old snow was all slimy and
That's
dirty.
it.
No air bubble. And we had to clean this figurine a couple of times because there was
Oh my goodness.
there was a bunch of slime hidden inside.
It kept
And when
coming
we
out.
put it inside the globe, the slime came out from underneath, and we had to rinse that out again.
Yeah, I was getting frustrated.
Yeah, we finally got all the slime cleaned up, and of course, as you saw at the very beginning, the first thing we did was we fixed this right here. This owl is no longer drooping over to the side. Now this cooled and it looks good. He's right where he's supposed to be.
I love it.
Exactly.
I love it.
Now, go ahead and turn it on, Allie, and you can see we have the that belt turned out. After putting it in the hot water, it got soft, and now it's working. There we go. Look. Turn the volume up on the music. So there's the motor's working.
I love
And
this.
as you can see, the light came on. So when I
Love this.
reconnected those wires and the light's working. So let's, and I can't turn it all the way around because of the power switch, but let's take a look here on the bottom. Yeah, we've got the volume here. Let's turn the volume up.
Yeah.
Well, not too high. Now we have here a button for push for new song.
Yeah.
I think there's 7 songs, so go ahead. Number 3, go ahead. That's 3. Hold on. What is that? Oh.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, number 4. And I think there's one more. Go ahead.
Well, I was on the second one.
6. I think there were 7.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you hit it one more time, it'll go back to the first one. Oh, maybe there's more than 7. Huh.
I think I was on the second one
Okay.
already.
All right. Well,
Oh,
not bad.
I love this. I love it. I want to say we paid $1 for it, like $1. Probably no more than $1.
This came from the outlet store. It was in a box with a whole bunch of other globes, and I think we probably paid less than $1 for this. But yeah, we got it all fixed up, and it looks good.
I love this.
All right, so there you go.
It ran on batteries. But
Yeah, it does not run on batteries. It only runs on a AC adapter. I guess there's too much going on for batteries, but. So yeah, this turned out, it actually was not as difficult to fix as I thought it would be.
No,
it
really
actually
wasn't.
turned out to be a little bit easier, but it's a very different globe than we've ever worked on before. But hey,
I wish we were all put together this easily, honestly.
yeah. So and luckily the motor's working, because if that motor hadn't been working, we would have had a hard time finding a new one.
for
But
sure.
so there we go. Disney Winnie the Pooh Mr. Christmas snow globe with circulating snow, light, and a bunch of different songs.
Yeah, this is a really cool globe. I'm really happy with this one. I like it a lot.
So let's see if we can get that snow to come back on again before we leave here. There we go. All right. It is going.
I like it.
All right, everybody.
All
So
right.
we hope you enjoyed that repair. Maybe learned something. If you have one of these Disney Winnie the Pooh globes or one similar to it, now you know how it looks on the inside and how to take it apart and fix it. And once again, if you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. And hopefully we'll see you on the next video.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, everyone, and be safe out there. Until next time, bye.
Bye.